I'm sorry I'm late. I was making these pants. I was making these pants. Okay. So, hello. Um, yeah. So, superstars, welcome. Before I begin, Most High God, please block anybody trying to interfere with us. Yeah, right now, while we're doing what we're doing here on this live. Do step in and deliver your messages to we your children. No. Okay. So come closer. So you're a superstar. Doesn't matter what age you are. You love your gifts. You love to share them with the public. You've had a run and now you think it's done. But I have come to tell you that your second wind has just begun. See me as your fairy godmother. I've come bearing gifts. I come to bring good news. And just know that we, your adoring fans, we're not done with you either. We don't want to see you go. We love you. You bring joy into our hearts. You bring joy into our homes. You've made life more pleasurable, a lot more pleasant. Just imagine life without what you do. No players of instruments, no writers, no actors to bring different personalities and scenarios to life. It would be quite dreary. Okay? Let's be honest. It would be very, very, very boring. And why am I so interested in you? Well, it's because you're not only entertainers, you are our doctors. Comedians have healed many sad souls. We need you. The acting, the movies, the songs, you have healed many. I know that the negative ones, they create negative effects in us, but we're not here to address that right now. We're here to address the good parts of the entertainment world. You are our teachers. You are our role models. You are an integral part of society. You play a major role in shaping the psychology and the social climate of society. With your creations, your gifts, your talents. Because you can write a movie, and if you don't put the right actors in in the movie to play those characters, they can either they can make your movie crappy. A great script can be completely underwhelming if it's given to the wrong person. A shitty script can become overwhelmingly good if it's given to the right person. You see what I'm saying? And how do you know it's overwhelmingly good? By the people who are interested. We, your audience, we tell you if it's underwhelmingly good or overwhelmingly good. You don't do what you do for yourselves or for the people who pay you your paychecks. You do what you do for us, because ultimately we pay you your paychecks by supporting what you do. That part of the business has gotten lost over the years, unfortunately. Hence the decline in your finances, your income, people's interest in you. That's the reason for the decline. You forgot that you were doing it for us, your fans, your supporters, your audience. Those who pay you your paycheck, those who call the shots, they forgot that you are doing these things for us. And based on the quality of product that you guys are being commanded to put on the market, we the people can see that the driving force, the powerhouse behind what is put out into the public, they grossly insult our intelligence. They underestimate the intelligence of we the people. So they think they can give us any old thing and we just gonna swallow it and support it. The numbers tell you all you need to know. We don't want it. Now, it is my desire to help to revive the entertainment industry in any way and in every way that I can. It will be my pleasure to do so. Not for free, of course. But for right now, I do what I do for free. I do this because I love you guys. Like I say, we appreciate you. On behalf of all of your adoring fans and your supporters, I would like to let you know that we love you, we appreciate you, and we thank you. You have made life on earth immensely pleasant. Yeah. How much time do we spend on our phones watching movies or listening to music? How much time out of our day do we spend? That tells you how important you are in our lives. Okay? Hang on just a moment. that they've taught us to see human life and the human lifespan in a particular way. And I'm here to tell you that the way that they've taught us to see the human lifespan is inaccurate. You can't want to keep doing what you're doing and see the industry get better if you're thinking about how short your life span that you have left is. Forget about it. Also, our youthfulness. They've taught us that getting old and wrinkled and frail is inevitable. I disagree strongly. Sickness is as a result of an imbalanced lifestyle. Frailty is as a result of an imbalanced lifestyle. If you want to keep feeling your best, if you want longevity, if you want eternal youth, yeah, I said eternal youth. As you can see, they're 70-something-year-olds now looking like they're like 30, 40. It's how we care for ourselves. So I'm going to need you to, number one, forget how old you are. Forget what they taught you about how long a human's lifespan is, because people have broken that many, many times. We have more than 70, 80 years to live. That's nothing. We're supposed to easily be able to reach 300, 400, 500, 600, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000 years old. Yes, I said that. And still look youthful and still be fully agile and mobile. You're supposed to look like you're 30, but you're really 3,000. That's the truth of what the human can do, should be. 3,000 and beyond. Yeah, they make y'all think that people who talk like this is crazy. But how many people do you see on a regular basis look like they're 30, 40 years old, but actually they're several hundred? Do you know? No, you don't know. Because number one, they would hide that from you, from this society, because of how they've already trained us to think about these things. First thing you say, they're lying. If somebody tell you right now, I'm 400 years old, you first thing you're going to think that's a fucking joke. That's how I'm to think. But some people, when they say that shit, they're telling the truth. Doesn't mean everybody who say that is telling the truth. We've been lied to about just about everything. Many things. Not everything, but many, many things. And it's up to us as responsible human beings to really start to do our research and come to the knowledge of what is falsehood and what is actually true about humans and our capabilities. Why am I saying all this to you as musicians and actors and comedians and writers and all these other things? It's because your health comes first. In order for you to do what you love, you have to be healthy. In order for you to be healthy, you have to be in the right state of mind. What we believe can either make us or break us. So this is why I'm talking to you about this to begin with. If you want a second win, no matter what age you are, no matter what has happened in your past, no matter who's trying to stop you, because only God can actually stop you. So forget about your enemies, forget about your age. Take care of yourself. Start to do things that you love. If you have been stagnant, if you've already fallen into the trap of stagnancy or stagnation, where you watch TV, you just sit around most of the time, your body gonna get weak. Your face is gonna sag. You're not smiling much. You're not talking much. When you don't use the body, it starts to basically melt. It starts to go on the decline. The body was made to be used. It's just like a car. If you leave your engine sitting for too long, it goes rusty and dry and all these things. So even when somebody don't use their car often, people who know about cars, they know that they need to at least take it for a drive from time to time to make sure everything is still working. Which is why I don't understand when people bash masturbation. Because if you're a person who practices celibacy and you're not activating your reproductive system in any way, it too will get weak and wither away. I just have to throw that in there. Because people try to make us believe that masturbation is a sin. Excessiveness is a sin. Gluttony for sexual pleasure, that's a sin. Not taking care of your sexual health. So what are you telling me? If nobody is doing it for me, I can't do it for myself. I must just allow my internal organs to just sit there and wither away. And if I do it for myself, then God is going to want to punish me because I'm committing some kind of a crime against who and what? Masturbation is not a sin. If you want to practice celibacy, you need to take care of your reproductive system if you plan on using it again in the future. Your body needs to provide lubrication when you are stimulated by the person you choose to have sex with after you decide to come off of your celibacy. The body is full of muscles. Anytime you don't use your muscles get weak. To ejaculate, it calls for the activation of your muscles. To orgasm, it calls for the activation of your muscles. You need to keep your muscles strong so your body can function right. Like I said, we've been taught a lot of things in this society. From educational to religious to philosophical, you name it. Financial, social, we need to sort out everything and find the truth about everything. so that we can live our best life. You cannot live your best life if you govern yourself by the deceptions that we've been taught. So I'm gonna need you guys who want to continue to do what you do to take care of yourselves. Take care of your health, your mental health. That means get rid of people. And another point I'd like to make is this thing called retirement. We need to give it a different name and a different definition. Retirement should be a pause, not the end of work. The moment you stop working, you start dying. If you've been working for somebody for all your life, retirement should be when you start your own business. You should have accumulated enough money from those jobs to be able to start your own business without looking for a loan from anybody. We've been living life wrong. Take a break if you want to take a whole year off. You'll get bored by then. After a while, retirement, it starts off nice and fun. The freedom is like, woo, you needed that. After a while, it gets boring, lackluster, frustrating. You need something to do. You need purpose. You need something to drive you. Start your own business that you've always wanted to start in the first place. Start your own production company. And yes, I know what they call themselves. The S was for what again? The Serious Organized Crime Association. They try to stop anybody who can become independently successful. Y'all need to find a way to overcome these idiots. They're parading under the guise of Illuminati, secret society. They're just power-hungry people. They've been taking your power for many, many, many years, allowing you to believe that they are bigger and badder than they actually are. Why? Because you're afraid to go through any amount of suffering for your freedom. Your freedom to be a success. Your freedom to be the one to call the shots in your life. The freedom to decide how much of a success you actually are. That's why we have so many black entertainers who have money and they don't invest it in anything worthwhile to uplift their community. There's money out there. For those of you who are wondering why these people don't use their money to do positive things in their community, they're not allowed to. By the Serious Organized Crime Agency, secret society. behind the scene bad boy and bad girl who want to run everything and everyone. They're not allowed to. I'm sure many of them have wanted to and would have if they weren't going to get the kind of fight. That these behind the scene gangsters would happily bring to their front door. They are afraid. Once they've encountered them, they start behaving. Yes, sir, massa. Sorry, massa. I ain't gonna do it again, massa. House slaves. That's what they choose to become. The reason why all these industries are failing is because those are the people that are sitting at the head of these organizations calling the shots. So they're ruining their own businesses by stopping you guys from being who you truly are called to be. And they don't get it. Or they don't want to understand that that is the problem. That's the downfall of all the industries, the pharmaceutical industry, the medical industry, the educational system, the music industry, you name it, everything is going downhill. Business is not what it used to be. And they keep trying to come up with all type of ridiculous ideas to see if they can boost the economy. And they keep failing. That's why they told our young boys, you could be girls if you want to. They told our young girls, you can be boys if you want to. You can get these hormone blockers and become what you want to become. You can do this surgery. All these BBLs and all that shit. It's all these other treatments, they're ways to boost their economy. Their economy is dying. Their money ain't running like it used to. And they don't understand why. So they keep trying to come up with ideas to boost the economy, not realizing that all they need is a little bit of light. They need to let in the light. It's too much darkness. But they're too hateful towards the light to allow any light to shine. So now they start inventing robots, computers with intelligence that can write stories and write plays and all these things because they're trying to replace the people. Why? Because they know what they've done to the people. People my age or around my age, we are the last generation of intelligent people. When it comes to certain things, anyway, the world as we know it is about to change drastically. Common sense isn't common anymore. Why? Because this is how the criminals sitting at the top of the food chain designed it to be, because they thought that it would bring them money. More prisoners in jail, they make money off of that free labor. We have to understand the system. We need to really understand what's truly going on. And not really to fight the system, but to better ourselves. We don't need to fight the system if we're bettering our own selves. If each person would take accountability for their own selves and try their best to stay on the right track. We don't have to fight the system. And concerning BBLs, I just want to stick this in before I move on to my next topic. BBLs, if that's your thing, that's absolutely fine. But remember, it's weight. You're adding pounds to your body in an instant. You need to make sure you can carry that around. So when you go to get your BBL, make sure that you're willing to carry that around with you all day, every day, for as many years as you plan on keeping it. Going back to the necessity for us to stay on top of our health and fitness. Okay, enjoy your BBLs, but do it responsibly. All right. So, on to my next topic, which is the organized crime unit that sits at the top of the food chain. Those who want to rule the world. This part of the message is for you. Firstly, yes, I am, quote unquote, a ringleader. But you want me to tell you what you've always gotten wrong about me? You've always gotten the fact that I'm your enemy wrong about me. I don't hate you. But I will defend me against you. I'm not trying to ruin your businesses. As a matter of fact, I feel that anybody who is too weak to stand up to you and anybody who wants to be controlled by you, you should keep them. You have a right to have them. Where me and you keep falling out is when we make the decision to be strong, and yet you try and stand in our way over and over and over and over without ceasing. We're not supposed to be fighting you throughout our whole life. We've declared we do not want to be a part of your system. We don't want to be ruled by you. We need to come up with something else for people like myself. Or else it's going to get ugly. And you're not going to win this time around. Times have changed. And I'm sick of your shit. So we either find a way to bring some kind of harmony, or you have already declared war. I know you like to control and you have a right to do so. Because God gave you the gift of life to live it as you wish. It's your right to be a bad boy, bad girl if you want to. But I'm telling you, the reason why your whole system is failing is because you're doing too much. You expect we the people to be the ones to suffer at your hand, but you yourself are suffering at your own hand. Make yourself make sense. Balance. I appreciate you, bad boy, bad girl. Life would be so boring without you. I swear. That's my take on you. It's the truth. It's my truth. But you're doing so much so that even yourself is suffering at your own hand. Make yourself make sense. I know you think you're God, but you're actually not. You're not as powerful as you think you are. You're not as intelligent as you think you are, even as a collective. I am living proof that what I'm saying to you is true, and you know it. So how about you reel it in just a tiny bit, and you're going to see how things are going to actually start to pick up for you and everybody else. You lose because you're trying so hard to make we the people lose. There was nobody angry with you while you were sitting at the top of everything. Ain't nobody angry at you. It's your society, you run it how you want to, but you're doing a shitty job. That's the problem. You're going too far. Trying to make us suffer, trying to save your businesses, trying to save your industries. You're going the wrong way. You're making it worse. Mostly for yourself. Because God will forever look after we the people who serve it. Do you understand? We are the equivalent of you on the opposite side of the fence. Do you get that? So people like me are as powerful as you on the opposite side of the fence. From the kingdom of light, not the kingdom of darkness. So the way you're organized in your kingdom of darkness, we are organized in the kingdom of light. We have a head. And we have a pyramid. But your problem is, you're not just fighting against us, you're fighting against nature itself. You're fighting against established scientific law. And that's why you lose. You fight against truth. You think you can shape the truth into what you want it to be. You can't, my dear. We are not that powerful. You are not that powerful. And God has declared that, well, not even just God, but Your actions have declared that you have gone as far as you are allowed to go without repercussion. And for you to continue on the said trajectory that you're already on, you're only going to make it worse and worse and worse for yourself. Because just like Sodom and Gomorrah, God knows exactly how to group you all together, collect all of you together, and wipe you out. If you keep pushing the boundaries, that's what's going to happen. That's what's always happened. And it's always going to continue. So it's either you put the brakes on yourself and ease up a little. Nobody's trying to take your titles and your status and your positions from you. Everybody's happy being who they are. Or else we would see an uprising in society right now. There is no uprising anywhere. Do you see any uprising? I don't see any uprisings anywhere. People are just getting on with their lives. But you keep squeezing the life out of them, trying to control them. And then you expect to get the best out of the situation. They're not happy. We are not happy. We are the consumers. We put money in your pocket. And this AI business that you got going on, it will never replace us. They can never replace us. There are certain jobs that robots cannot do. They can't make babies. They don't receive divine downloads from the heavens. They are not illuminated ones. They are not the real Illuminati like myself is. I am the real Illuminati. There's some things that the AI can't do. Like me, I have job security. You're trying so hard to erase me or keep me down. You need me. You need me in so many different ways. You need my talents. You need my gifts to revive your society, your economy. You need me and others like me. Yeah. I would appreciate it if you could turn off these horrible fumes that you got in my house that you're trying to use to ruin my vocals and my eyesight and whatever else you intend to use it to do. It's irritating me. I'd appreciate it if you could turn it off, please. And lastly, I want you to know that we are going to fix society with or without your approval. However, if you insist on interrupting our healing, it's going to end badly for you. this is the dawning of the new world. The real new world, not the shit that you had planned for us. Your plans are going out the window. Who want to roll with you and be governed and controlled, not even governed, controlled by you, they can't go with you. You can have them. But those who choose to walk with God or choose to walk in righteousness, choose to walk in the power of their own divine sovereignty, you're going to leave us alone. You declared yourself Mr. and Mistress High Society. I am the controller and power of all things. So we declare ourselves the master of our own fate. The same way you have the right to declare, we have the right to declare. I know that most people are afraid of you, so a lot of people gonna continue to follow you and fail with you. I'm not here for those people. I'm here for my people. I'm here for those who think like me. I'm here for those who are in alignment with my aims and objectives. Because we have a divine right to live our best life. Universal Declaration of Human Rights Charter in full effect. Okay? So yeah. So that concludes this video. So like I'm saying, back to all the superstars. What are your plans for 2045? Right now, if you need to take on another job, go live some life and live some regular life again. Because the reason why you were so great when you started out is because you were in tune with we the people. Don't see yourself as too high and mighty that you can't go get a regular 9-to-5 job or even start your own business that you actually operate in, dealing with the public and stuff. Your music was great because you were able to relate to we, the consumer. You've lived too many years away from us, so we have lost touch. You have lost touch with us. You don't know us or understand us. You don't understand our struggle. You don't understand life from our perspective anymore. And maybe you never will, because now you're a superstar. People gonna treat you different anyway, but that's a different story to tell. So maybe you can go live that life being who you are, or you can live in a disguise and experience some real life where people don't put you on a pedestal because of who they know you are. You know, see how people treat you when they think you're nobody. Live life. Get the experience, so when the time comes for you to write more movies, write more songs, when you come to teach, you know what the fuck you're talking about. Because you know us. You have experienced us. If all your friends right now are Hollywood people and the only place you go and the only culture you know is Hollywood life and that sphere, if that's all you know, you're not in tune with the regular man. And there's more of us than there are of them. So if you're only around them, you can only talk about things that affect them. But if you're around us, then you know what affects us. Therefore, you can relate to more people. Then you can make more money, get more views, because you're the voice of we the people. See, part of what diminishes your magic is when you guys get to that certain height of fame, you feel like only famous people are your people now. That's a hindrance. There's a lot less of them and a lot more regular people where you came from. You live the life that majority live, so you experience the experiences that majority of us experience. So then you were able to put that in your music, put that in your movies, and we loved it because we can relate to it. So maybe it's time to take a pause for your cause before you go into your next wind. And hopefully then you learn about contracts so you won't get involved in the stupid contracts that you put yourself in the first time around. Hopefully by then you'll have more courage to have full artistic control. If these Jews or whatever they are, if they want to spend their money, let them spend their money on stuff that they know about. They need to play their role and you need to play yours. You are the writer, you are the musician, you are the producer. They don't know about these things. You cannot put yourself in the position where they get to call the shots in your hemisphere of the business. You understand what you do more than they do. So if they want to pay for the venue, if they want to pay for cameras, because they're the money people, they got the money. So if you want to work with them, let them pay for what they should be paying for. Give them their money and make sure that you get what you feel you are owed. Don't try to scam them, but don't let them scam you either. So if you're up for a second win, just know that there is a second win for anybody who is brave enough to do what is necessary to make that happen. In 2045, expect me to look like this and even better, actually. Expect me to be stronger, fitter, sexier, smarter, richer, elder, guide the younger generations. That's another point that I needed to make. I forgot to make this point. See what's so silly? Another thing that's silly about retirement and the elders becoming quote unquote obsolete, like you guys are useless. Listen, you need to know, if people don't know what is valuable about you because now you're quote unquote old, you need to make them know what is valuable about you. You've been in the earth for 40, 50, 60, 70 years. 80 years, 90 years, 100 years. What is valuable about you? Too many things for these you puny little minds to fathom. You have experienced so much. And if you pay attention to life like me, you have learned so much. You understand so much. Where are you going? You're supposed to be passing that on. If you want to get paid for it, get paid for it, and I think you should. Knowledge is power and profit. It doesn't matter what you have experience in. There's somebody out there who can benefit from your knowledge and experience. And so should you benefit from your suffering while you are learning these lessons and experiencing these experiences. Who that? Who is this other one? And every time these people call me and I answer, they just hang up. That's why I don't answer my phone unless I feel like it. Because I know that people just want to play games with me. But anyhow, fire. Stay focused. So, yeah. So now, let's say you're an actor or a musician. You've been in the business for 20 years, 30 years. Do you know how much you have learned? You should be capable of starting your own by now. And doing it better than the people who did it with, who you were under. Because you've seen their mistakes. Now that you've reached this stage of your life's journey, you just think, oh, nobody wants to hire me anymore. Nobody wants to this and that anymore. If that's the case, what's stopping you from starting your own? And another thing, you don't need a whole heap of money. You don't need a huge anything. Start with what you have. Now you can produce what you want to produce. You can put in the world what you want to put into the world. If nobody want to hire you anymore, you're just going to sit down and rot away and die? What's the point? Do you know how much knowledge you have in you? Do you know how much experience you have in you? Do you know what you can do with what you have? When society blacklists you people, why do you just curl up in a corner and die? If they blacklist you, go do your own. But y'all need to keep yourself covered with your God. Because you know these people don't play. But I'm living, walking, breathing proof that they can't kill all of us. They would love to their own detriment, I might add. They think it's a good idea to ruin us. They need us. The defenders of darkness, they need the defenders of light. More than we need them. Because if we want to make life interesting, we could create our own chaos. It's easy for us to create our own chaos and fix our own problems. But those idiots of darkness, they are afraid to give life to the light within them. They think it's weak. So we can do what we do as children of the light, and we can do what they do as children of the darkness if we choose to. We have more power than them. But they are so afraid to be seen as children of the light, seen as someone that's supporting righteousness. It's like, their peers would rip them to shreds. And they themselves would falter because they believe the nonsense that their peers are saying. The children of the light are stronger than the children of darkness. The defenders of the light, we are stronger than the defenders of the darkness. The children of the light, we are more versatile. We can do what you do, but you can't do what we do. Because you're pride. We need to stop allowing these defenders of darkness to make us believe that we are less than they are. It's been working for far too long. I'm sorry, defenders of the darkness, but you need to get put in your place, even if it's a little bit. Because like I said, I don't want to take your crown and your throne from you. It's your crown and it's your throne. We have our own. We don't need yours. But you have been pushing our boundaries. You have been infiltrating our quarters. And that's where we have a problem. We need to push you back. Like, stay over there. You know? Politely and respectfully. Stay over there. Let us do what we do. You do what you do. We do what we do. You know? But yeah, if Hollywood blacklists you, you can become a teacher of what, teach what you know. There's so many options as to how you can go about still expressing your gifts. Fucking YouTube, everybody's on YouTube. Make some shit for free. It may start off that way, but you never know what it's going to become. So what I need you guys to do, superstars, is stop looking at the now and think long term. Think far ahead. More life. We are here to stay. We need to stay and be role models for the youth that are coming up. Somebody's gonna have to do the damage that's been done to them psychologically. You see what they're doing to our youth. You see what these defenders of darkness are currently doing to our youth. Imagine what society is going to look like in 15 years. When these children become adults and adolescents, they need us, the elders, with the wisdom. Not to control them, not even to guide them, but they need to see a living example of positivity so they can decide if they want to walk this way or that way. We're not here to drive out the darkness, because people deserve the right to choose whatever path. Some people were made for the darkness. Some people were made for the light. But the light is so quiet and so dim and so timid that too many people don't know that they have an option. So everybody fall into the darkness because that's what everybody else is doing. Surely I have to do that too to survive. It's society. It's the way of the world. That's nonsense. I am living, walking, breathing proof that you don't need to do that shit. Balance is necessary. Somebody has to carry the light. Or else don't blame anybody else when you feel inspired to carry the light, but you are too afraid to, and that fear has caused you to neglect your path of light. And now the earth is overrun by darkness. Sorrow, sufferation, despair. You did that by not being who you have been called to be. You are part of the problem. If you've been called to be part of the solution and you ignore your calling because you're too afraid, you're part of the problem. So when this world becomes a major madness, if it does, because me, I'm going to be doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So I'm going to do whatever I can do to keep that balance. But I can't do everything. I'm only one person. That's why there's 144,000 of us. So if you know you've been called, you need to stop the fuckery and get on your journey. Being a defender of the light doesn't mean that your life becomes boring. I'm not telling you to become a church person. I'm not telling you to follow their doctrine. I'm telling you to be true to yourself. Be fair to yourself and others. Nobody like no boring sex life. Nobody like a boring sex life. I say that to say, do not govern yourself based on these churches and these imams and these rabbis' ideology of what sex is supposed to be. Don't let nobody tell you what life is supposed to be. Draw closer to your God. And let God tell you. Allow yourself to make mistakes. We're here to learn. Allow yourself to make mistakes. And then correct yourself. But I'm telling you, when you start to really pay attention to life, you realize that the tiny little box that we think we should live in, if we are good people, if we are God people, it's a trap, it's a setup, it is falsehood. Our shit is this big. It's infinite, actually. What we can and cannot do is infinite. Because if we're here to keep the balance, then we must be able to do this or that, or don't do this or don't do that, as we see necessary in order to be the balancers. Do you understand? So, going forward, just know you don't need to have all the answers right now, because I don't have all the answers right now. I'm just sharing with you what I know thus far. The future will reveal more. Take life one day at a time. Pray for guidance. Or create your deck or whatever form of divination you want to commune with the universe. Not with deities. Not with gods. Unless it's the God. Basically, I'm trying to say remove the middleman or middlewoman whenever you can from your communication with the Most High One. And you see what my hands are doing? This shit is natural. Ask me why am I doing that? I have no fucking idea. It just feels right. They say this is an Illuminati symbol, don't they? The shit just feels right. It's an energy thing. I'm an energy worker, I'm an energy healer. Remove the boxes from around you. Remove, remove, remove. Let life teach you. If you see a food you like and you choose to eat it, if it doesn't react well with your body, then that's life teaching you. That's not for you. Everything else is like that. I can't teach you everything, but I don't feel I need to. But what I do know, I will make sure that I share with you guys. Because we're all trying to figure life out, including me. I'm an angel, yes, but I'm new at this stuff. I just started. I'm hungry. But yeah, I just started. So I'm trying to figure it out just like you. But I've been paying attention since I was about 19. Now I'm 44 years old. So I've learned quite a lot between then and now. That's why I could chat so much and teach you so much, because I've experienced so much. Because I pay attention so much. See, a lot of people experience things, but they don't pay attention. But just know that every time you have an experience and you don't pay attention, that's potential money going down the drain. Because what makes a great story, or a great movie, or a great song? It's the little details. It's the little details and how they work with each other. Things have to make sense. You know? So, take care of yourselves. Live some life and expect to re-emerge. When the world think that they'll never hear from you again, you need to keep knowing within your heart and within your mind and within your body and within your soul, I'm coming back. I'm going to do this again. I'm just taking a pause. I'm going to take care of myself. I'm going to spend some time with my family. I'm going to live some life. I'm going to experience some experiences. So I got shit to talk about when I come back. So I got some inspiration to make some new beats when I come back. So I learned some mind-boggling new way to play my fucking guitar and be like those ones from back in the day that did some incredible shit with their instruments and stuff like that. Talent. Cherish your talent. The opportunity to use your talent was stolen from you in your first go around. You had to learn, you know what I'm saying? See it as you paying the price, but in this second emergence of yourself, now you're a master. So you were a junior. Next time you emerge, you're supposed to be a master. Life is what you make of it. Be careful what you choose to believe. Be careful who you choose to believe. Because everybody believe it, it don't mean that it's true. Because it keep happening to everybody, it doesn't mean it's for you. Doesn't mean it's gonna happen to you. You set your own course between you and your God. We need you. We need your experience. We need your expertise. We need your wisdom. We need your knowledge. It's time for all the people to stop dying. It's time for all the people to stop getting old. Take care of yourself. Keep on living, and you will keep on living. Go swimming, go cycling, go walking, go to the gym. Do your facial exercises, do your neck exercise, your chest exercises. Don't just, even if you choose to go and get plastic surgery to pull in this and that, don't just do that, because you not only need to look strong on the outside, you have to be strong from the inside. The body was made to work. The moment you stop working the body and the mind is the moment they start dying. You're telling your body, I'm done with this. You're telling your mind, I'm done with you. Retirement should be the time when you take a break from working for other people and go start your own business. If you work for somebody for all the years of your life, you should have been saving money so that you can then go start something of your own. But we need to get rid of this mindset about we can only live for 70 or 80 years. After that, everything start declining. That shit is not natural. It is not true. How much time do you spend a day sitting down doing nothing? That is your problem. How much time do you spend a day not smiling or talking to anyone? That is your problem. How much time do you spend doing shit that piss you off that you don't even really want to do? That is your problem. Shit like that. How many of your friends and family you got around you that you don't trust, you feel like they're sabotaging you behind the scenes and shit like that? That is your problem. These are the things that make us old, make us sick, make us die. How much water did you not drink today when you know you were supposed to? How much vegetables did you not eat today when you know you were supposed to? How much fruits did you not eat today when you know you were supposed to? How much meat did you not eat today when you know you were supposed to? How much nuts did you not eat today when you know you're supposed to? How much milk did you not have today when you know you're supposed to? How much sleep did you get? How at peace are you in your mind? These are some of the factors that determine whether you live long, whether you get old and look old. Take care of yourself. Forget your age. When you tell people your age, you want them to say, nah, you know you're doing well. Let them not believe you. And get ready for your second wind. Start with taking care of yourself. When I get more messages, I'll come back and I'll deliver them. But for right now, I'm going to need you to take care of yourself and your reputation. So if you're still in the business, don't allow depression or anything to make you ruin your reputation in the minds and eyes of your audience. Don't let bad contracts diminish your ability to deliver excellence. Keep your reputation high. So whenever people hear your name, definitely give them that good vibe. And they be willing to support you. Keep your vibe high. And whenever you could get out them shitty contracts, come out. And if you need to find a job and live around some regular people for a while, it will benefit you. Downgrade. Go live some regular life for some time. You gonna get back your high life again. Your big house and your plenty money. But right now, you need to reconnect with the people. So you're gonna have to try and get to understand us from the inside. So that way when you write, what you write resonate with us because you know our struggle. You know our triumphs. You can relate to the majority. You see how that works? Take a break from Hollywood. If you want to change your identity, even better. When nobody knows you. Then you really get a regular human experience. Or you can come into it as yourself, but you know people gonna treat you different because they know who you are. It's up to you what quality or what story you want to live. Make your choice, and you know, we look forward to hearing about all of it. You could probably start a series about you being a superstar. You move and start living around some regular people. You had to get a regular job because you lost your job as a major superstar, and now you had to come back into regular society. The possibilities are endless. So see the next couple of years as market research, development research, and plan for your re-emergence. And make sure you look great doing it. Take care of yourself. Okay? Let's keep on being great. Because I'm going to be here. And I hope to see you here too. What's your plans for 2045? Where do you see yourself by 2045? Think about it. Don't answer yet. Me? I already told you. But yeah. So, oh, Lord of mercy. Mother Nature is here and she's on a fucking rampage. Yeah, I really need to cut the video now. How many of you are ladies who know about this struggle? I've just been wetting up the bed with redness since yesterday. Mother Nature is on a mad one this time around. And it's annoying. So yeah, I definitely have to cut the video here. I can't even get up. I have to make sure that anything red goes on the pad. You know them ones when you have on a pad and it's like, I'm not going to waste my pad. Because you know when you sit up, all the blood go to one spot. And then it's like, you have to go change the pad because that's it. But if you lean forward like this, it's like, okay, the middle is full. Now we're going to fold the front. And then if you're in your bed, you fold the back. This is real life shit, bro. Okay. See, that's the type of stuff that fucking comedies are made of and shit like that. Live some life and come back and be great again. You were born for this shit. All right? So until next time, my loves, I'm good. But I'm going to have to walk to the bathroom like this. All right. Thank you for joining me and take care of yourself. Okay. Until next time. Bye-bye.